One would think the Kardashians are bulletproof when it comes to them getting in trouble. They seem to withstand every scandal and mostly face no negative consequences. But what about the lives of other people that get ruined every time the Kardashians try to save themselves from negative consequences of public scandals? Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be covering every celebrity the Kardashians ruined to save themselves. Before we move on, don't forget to click on the like button. And if you're new to our channel, then don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Also, do click on the bell icon to turn on post notifications. Now that we're done with all that, let's get started. So it's almost general knowledge that the Kardashians and their Jenner sisters have experienced a lot of scandals. But these scandals always die off almost unnoticed because these reality TV celebrities always come out of these scandals without having any negative consequences. When we take a closer look, it becomes pretty obvious that they don't mind ruining other people's lives when they find themselves in controversial situations, just to save themselves and their reputations. But we also have to acknowledge that a part of the reason why these scandals don't affect them much is that the Kardashians were made by scandal. How did the world know about the K-clan's name again? That would be from Kim Kardashian West, who rose to fame after her sex tape with Ray J, who happens to be the brother of the singer Brandy, was leaked. Back then, it was highly rumored that the sex tape leak was intentional, and it was well planned and leaked by Kim and her mum, Kris. Although we also have to acknowledge the fact that before the tape got exposed on the internet, Kim used to be friends with Paris Hilton, which didn't make her popular until her tape got leaked on the internet. Alright, to kick it off on the number of people the Kardashians and their Jenner sisters ruined to save themselves, we'll be starting with the earliest scandal Kim Kardashian found herself in after her leaked sex tape. Well, even if the assumption that Kim and her mom did in fact leak the tape was false and Kim was innocent, that didn't stop her from creating another scandal for the Kardashians. So it turns out that Kim Kardashian West and the basketball player Kris Humphries were once married, but this marriage only lasted for 72 hours. Weird, right? Like, who gets married for just 3 days? Their fans were so angry, and many people felt like they were all deceived into believing there was something real going on between the two. A lot of people felt the only reason Kim agreed to get married to Kris was that she needed more drama and controversy to become more popular and to boost the publicity of their kuwtk reality TV show, which was in the 6th season at that time. One of many reasons that made Kim look like a lie was Kris's marriage proposal to her. Anyone who watched that would easily see how scripted that moment was on the show. And after the marriage crashed, Kris later revealed that he actually surprised Kim with the marriage proposal on camera. But after a while, she said she didn't like how she reacted to the proposal, so they had to do a little reshoot of the proposal footage because she made Kris propose to her again. Many fans didn't take this lightly at all. She lost some fans over that. Another celebrity whose life got ruined by one of the Kardashian sisters was Lamar Odom, who is a former professional American basketballer, and he was once married to Khloe Kardashian. Their relationship seemed like a fairy tale at the time because they got married only 30 days after they met. And guess who was recruited to plan what Khloe considered the wedding of her dreams? Nobody else but their momager, Kris Jenner. Khloe and Lamar were married for 7 years, but their reunion was not as amazing as they tried to make it seem. Lamar had serious problems with drug use and regularly cheated on Khloe. Khloe even faked wanting children with Lamar, which she later admitted that she stopped her fertility treatments at some point in the marriage because she knew it wasn't the best situation to bring in a child. There was a time Lamar overdosed and almost died. He was in a coma and the doctors feared he'd suffered from brain damage. Khloe later filed for divorce and tried to move on with her life, though she's still his next of kin. Now let's talk about Scott Disick, who is Kourtney Kardashian's ex and the father of her children. Scott had his moments on the show, but most of the time, it was always quarrels and arguments with Kourtney. Scott had drinking problems, which were constantly on display on the show. Kourtney was always throwing him out or locking him out or restraining him from seeing his children. They never got married, despite spending many years together and having about 3 children, because Khloe didn't feel she was ready for it, and even turned down his proposals many times. Scott had a constant visit to the rehab facilities to battle his addiction, but Kourtney later broke up. Scott and her both moved on. The next celebrity we'll be talking about is Kanye West, who was once Kim Kardashian West's husband and the father of her children. Everything about their marriage initially seemed like a Cinderella story, but Kanye's world started crashing completely after Kim got robbed during one of her visits to Paris. Kanye had to cancel his tour and even went ahead to check into the hospital because he suffered from exhaustion and sleep deprivation. But then, some reports followed his admittance to the hospital visits, which said his breakdown was caused by a mishap in his medication dosage. It turns out that Kanye has health problems because he later confessed that he has bipolar, and sometimes that leaves him feeling completely paranoid about his environment. Kim Kardashian later filed for a divorce. She has custody of her children, and she still uses her married name, despite her split with Kanye West. Next on the list of people that the Kardashians ruined would be the scandal between Khloe Kardashian, Tristan Thompson, and Jordyn Woods. In fact, many fans used to consider this scandal to be the worst they'd ever seen. Khloe and Tristan were in a romantic relationship when he was captured hanging out with the younger lady, Jordyn Woods, who is best friends with Khloe's sister, Kylie Jenner. This was a very sad period for Khloe Kardashian because she was pregnant with Tristan's baby at the time, which was really an awful time for her to be severely devastated. Fans got angry at her, and it became such a huge scandal for Khloe, which shouldn't have been, because instead of blaming Tristan for preying on the much younger Jordyn Woods, Khloe took everything out on Jordyn instead. Khloe even went as far as fat-shaming Woods publicly on the internet, and this made fans come after her. Jordyn was shooting a reality TV show with Kylie at the time, and not just did she lose her friendship with Kylie, she also lost all contracts she had with Kylie. And recently, we have the scandal of the Astro World, which left Travis Scott with a lawsuit over the death of about 10 of his fans and the injuries of about 300 people. But not only that, but it also left Kylie walking out of a relationship she has with him, even when she's pregnant with his second baby. Kylie and Kendall attended the show, and Kylie insensitively posted an Instagram story about the event, but it had an ambulance in the crowd trying to help fans who were getting seriously injured. But Kylie later posted the next morning that she knew nothing about what happened at Astroworld, nor did Travis. One would think that Kylie would stick to her man at this trying time and support him, but nope. Kylie obviously walked away just to save her reputation and her brand. It didn't even end there. She left his home they shared and fled by night to the airport with her team and in blacked-out cars, then to her mansion so no one would see it leave. But sources say this was really their momager, Kris's orders, because Kris was still unable to figure out how to deal with the Astroworld situation and fans' attacks on Kylie without their businesses being affected. If you liked this video, subscribe for more and click on the notification button to be the first to get out the next video.